another Dokkan battle video. So we are looking at the nasty king himself, Cell. Cell is very good. Cell is a character that it's like, the more I use him, the more impressive this Cell feels, right? To me, it is very important if a character, how they perform in Red Zone, because the next content coming out is going to be harder than Red Zone, right? Like, it's just going to, it's a natural progression of power creep in the game. Cell, to me, I've seen him perform in, you know, the most difficult of content in situations where it was not built for him and stuff like that, and Cell killed it. Like, he's incredibly impressive. I think the Cell is just, like, really good. I feel like you could potentially argue him as the best TUR in the game currently. I think you could. Personally, I can't put him above the utility that Ginyu and the androids have, but I think sliding Cell to, like, 3, to me, is very realistic. Cell is actually just simply that good. Mostly when he becomes perfect, though. I have been fairly unimpressed with first and second form Cell. Now, with a caveat, of course, first form Cell can be very impressive with multiple enemies. And one other thing is, again, I'm repeating this a lot, but I think it matters most of all how you do in Red Zone. Number one thing, but Super Battle Road really matters too. Because that's probably, of all the difficult content in the game's history, nothing has been updated more often and with more frequency than Super Battle Road, right? So it's like Cell being a killer in Super Battle Road does matter when he's on teams like Target Goku, Exploding Rage, Power Absorption, right? Worldwide Chaos. All these like Super Battle Road stages, this guy would be a huge addition to. Time Traveler is literally coming out. Time Traveler Extreme Super Battle Road is coming out in this celebration. And Cell will probably be like the MVP in that stage, right? Alright, so we're starting out here. This is what I mean by Cell not really the most impressive. I mean, sure, we only have, what, I believe Nightmare and Fierce Battle activated right here. Not exactly the best. 200k defense at the start of turn. He gets 30% on super attack. And then he gets another 30% from the super attack effect. So let's go and see the damage that we'll be able to get from our boy Cell. Now, next turn, we're going to transform into second form Cell. And we're going to be able to see second form Cell's full potential because we'll be up against all the metal coolers. So see, he's under 5 million right here. Not really too impressive. Like under a 5 million attack set. Like, I think now more than ever, one reason is because Global has not gotten the anniversary yet. But I feel like there's a big like power discrepancy in like, I think what is good and what people think is good in terms of attack stats, defensive stats, and stuff like that, right? The anniversary was just such insane like power creep, right? With the characters introduced, and then of course the Red Zone as well, right? So that's something to definitely keep in mind. Let's see what Cell looks like on this next turn. So first form Cell, right? He gets buffs if there's 2 enemies and if there's 3 enemies. We'll definitely take a look at that in this video. Second form Cell. He just gets extra buffs if there's 2 enemies. You do not need to fight 3 enemies for second form Cell, only 2, which is good. It is good that the deeper Cell gets into his transformations, the less enemies you want present, which, again, is very good, because that emulates, like, sort of, like, difficult content, right? Like, almost all difficult content, like, sometimes it'll start out with a bunch of enemies, but it doesn't have a bunch of enemies the further you get, right? Now, we have a really strong rotation right here. Yeah, this is beautiful. We're going to have everything activated except for, what is that? The wall standing tall is the only link not up. So here Cell's at 330k. He gets 40% on super, then another 30% from his super attack effect. He does have a medium chance of launching an additional super. He has that both in his first form and second form. It's not the craziest, so it's good, right? Built-in additionals, very good. But it is only just a medium chance of doing an additional super. The reason I think it could be slightly better is if it was, you know, guaranteed additional with a medium chance of being a super, right? Because if you were always at least doing that guaranteed extra attack, you would proc your hidden potential system additional more often. And I believe that's my build, is I went, yeah, mostly additional for Cell. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look here. what our boy Cell is going to be capable of doing on this rotation. You know, he is going to have 2 enemies. What there being 2 enemies means that Cell is going to get, what is it? It's an additional 120% attack and defense and 18% chance to crit and dodge. So, on this turn, second form Cell has a 35% chance to crit and dodge. First form Cell is able to get that against 3 enemies. Second form Cell can have that against 2 enemies. And then Perfect Cell just has it for free at the start of turn. That's a massively powerful ability for Perfect Cell, by the way. 35% chance to crit, and then a 50% chance to additional super, right? Like, that's one thing that makes Cell so good. Oh, okay, here we go. 19 and 20, man. This is what makes them so good. Give us more units like this, please. Please and thank you. All right. 9.67. Is that good? All right, bye, Metal Cooler. See ya. Uh-oh. All right. Yup. So now he's going. He could do a third one. I've never seen second form Cell look this impressive. Wow. Oh, I thought he did. I thought he did toss out 3 right there. So there was 2 super attacks. Hard to say if that was just his passive or the hidden potential system. The hidden potential system additional. I think it was probably his hidden potential system additional attack is what we saw right there. But yeah, dude, Cell, you know, Cell can look very good. The one negative, the big negative for Cell right now, I would say, is that Cell doesn't really have a great partner. The current, like, core of the Android team, which essentially is what Cell's team is. I mean, his leader skills, Android SAS, Cell Saga, and Power Absorption 170. And then the extra 30% is for Androids. But, like, his team is just all characters that aren't really that good with him. The Tech Androids, 19 and 20, you know, AGL, LR Androids, like Super 17s. None of these characters work as good with Cell as he wants, right? Like, you know, we want a character with ultimate life form, big bad bosses, right? Like, you know, Nightmare, you know, these types of links. A lot of the Cell links. Big bad bosses is the main one. And on his team, there's not a lot of characters that have big bad bosses on his team besides other Cells. So the biggest weakness for Cell right now is just simply the lack of another good Cell. He's, you know, just like Kid Buu or something like that. Same issue. Where Cell just needs help is basically the main thing. Alright, so this is not really a super good rotation right here. We only have, what, Shocking Speed and Fierce Battle active. Also keep in mind that first and second form Cell, they stack attack with every super attack, right? So, you know, theoretically, Perfect Cell's best would involve triple supers by first and second form Cell, right? Let's see the damage that Perfect Cell does. Not the greatest rotation, you know, Perfect Cell, we don't have him next to a Cell. I'll be cycling units in and out on this Android team, and we'll get a couple of different situations for Cell, see how good he looks. We'll also hop into a Red Zone stage later on. Maybe we'll fight, maybe like the Shadow Dragons. But I've done Broly and Omega so often. Maybe we'll fight Baby. Maybe we'll go fight Baby. I think Baby could be a good fight for us to test out. 8.34 right there. A lot of support, but, you know, Cell has got these big-ass links, like Ultimate Lifeform Big Bad Bosses, which were not active on that turn, so let's go ahead and hop into another event. Alright, guys, we are here in an event. I actually found a friend, Rainbowed Link level 10 Cell, 25 additional on this guy. No 3 dodge, though. Tisk, tisk, tisk. You want that 3 dodge to give yourself a chance. Although Cell does have 35% chance to dodge anyway, once we're, you know, he's built up and stuff like that. Alright, so this is good. We've got a nice rotation for, first form Cell. I mean, he's gonna only get better with the second form Cell, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we do with this. Cell, I would say, doesn't really have, like, a link problem. Because, dude, there's, like, 80 forms of Cell. It's just right now, like, almost none of them are good. Second form Cell is pretty strong. You could definitely use him in a lot of Red Zone stages. You know, he's good in Super Battle Road stages. The second form Cell, he could be good. I think the rest of the Cells are fodder, besides, obviously, the new Cell. So, let's look at his link set in first form. So he has this horrible link right here, Flee. I don't know what they were thinking giving him that. It's like, yeah, I get it. Like, it works, you know, kind of like the theme of the character and blah, 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 blah. How about we just give them good links? I don't know. Like, you know, like, what if we did that? What if we just gave them decent shit, not, like, garbage? That would help. Then besides that, he has Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Nightmare, Wall Standing Tall, Fierce Battle. Remember that Wall Standing Tall is not bad. This is essentially, like, I don't know what to call this, like, almost kind of like an anti... I always interpreted this for a while as kind of like the anti-Gohan link, because Wall Standing Tall is the link that's good for the Ultimate Gohan event. And many of the characters on here, like some of the Cells, some of the Bojacks, some of the Boos, fought like Gohan, right? Obviously Gohan never fought Kid Buu, but like a lot of the characters on here, again, Bojack, Cell, Buu, Gohan did fight them, right? So, you know, I guess, I don't know, that's how I interpret it. All right, let's go ahead and see the damage we get from First Form Cell right here. So this will be good. So we'll be able to see this rotation from First Form Cell. Then next turn, we're going to have First Form Cell completely built up, right? So basically, the way he is we have 170% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then he gets an extra 30% attack and defense on Super. I guess that wasn't too bad. 6 million right there is not too bad, right? Like, that's... Like turn 1, he's progressively getting stronger. Like, you can live with that. That 6 million attack stat right there. But it's just a 170% attack and defense and the 30% attack and defense on super attack. But the medium chance to additional super when HP is 50% or more. But then we get to, you know, once there's 2 and 3 enemies, now we're talking about an additional 80% attack and defense and 18% chance to crit and dodge with 2 enemies. So that's popped. And then another 70% attack and defense and 17% chance to crit and dodge with 3 enemies. So we're getting an extra 150%. This does matter because, you know, a lot of times in Super Battle Road stages, you are going to have multiple enemies like this. So, I think it is very important for characters to be able to dominate in Super Battle Road. And, I mean, he's looking good here because, remember, he's getting 30%, and then he's getting 30% from his super attack effect. So, it's like, essentially... I think Cell would be able to tank like Omega Shenron on this rotation, right? This Cell, if this was the final phase Red Zone Omega Shenron, I think Cell is tanking him with this rotation. We're getting a bit of support, but we have most of his links set active, at least, you know, all of his good links. 7.56 is what we get right there. We can get obviously higher. If we had like second form Cell and then like Android 19 and 20, like we could have gotten even bigger attack stats right there. But still impressive. I mean, look at that right there, right? We did get his double super from his passives. That's good. And then, oh, there's the dodge. Remember that with 3 enemies, he's got a 35% chance to crit and a 35% chance to dodge, right? Which is very good. I've found that on Perfect Cell, those two do seem pretty goddamn good. All right, so now we're going to get another look at second form Cell right here, maxed out, because there are multiple enemies, right? This is going to be a really nasty... oh, brother. This is second form Cell maxed out, essentially. We're not... The only way we would see, like, pretty much better than this is if, like, first form Cell supers a lot to stack, right? But, like, here, we have all of his links activated except for Shocking Speed, which is just a little bit of extra defense. So, he's looking good. And Cell, second form Cell, gets the extra 120%. Against multiple enemies. Alright, so let's get this attack set right here. Honestly, I feel like we've pretty much seen what we needed to see, right? Like, yeah, okay, so there he is at 11 million. I'd say that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, good 10 million damage right there. I feel like we've gotten a good look at Cell. We could just pretty much hop right into the red zone. If I do a slightly weaker stage than Broly and Omega, I could definitely probably get away with running like LR Physical Cell or in LR Cell. I think I might fight the Shadow Dragons. I would fight Super 17, who's another tough fight. The problem with Super 17, though, is that he only has 2 phases, and in that second phase, he's just sitting there as an STR enemy the whole time. So it's like Cell is gonna like beyond cream pie him. Like it's not even a fair fight. Like Cell, like The double, like, a Cell in each rotation, and Super 17 is, like, dead in one turn. Like, 2 turns, basically. We could fight Janemba, but Janemba's tough for the Cell team because that first phase is tech, which can be an issue, right? We'd have first form Cell against that tech Janemba, which would be a problem. So I think we might fight, like, the Shadow Dragon. We can fight Baby. Maybe we'll just go fight Baby. I think Baby will be a good one to fight. 6.17 right there. Notice the difference in damage. One reason is second form Cell, but another big reason for the difference in damage right there is just not having the additional enemies, right? Like, you can see how Cell's damage is constantly, depending upon the enemy, is going to be shooting up and down. You know, based upon how many super attacks he's getting, he potentially could be stacking his attack. Like, we're going to see all different types of numbers from this Cell, right? He's going to be constantly, like, lurching all over the place. So, what is that? That's Nightmare down there we'd get, huh? No, that's Attack of the Clones, which is 2 key and 5% dodge. Oh, that's it. So who cares? Yeah, all that is Attack of the Clones. 2 key, 5% chance to dodge. Why did they give him Attack of the Clones? Oh my god, look at this. Why? This is one. It would have been better if he would have kept Nightmare. Nightmare or Brutal Beatdown from second form Cell. Either of those actually would have been better than Attack of the Clones, obviously. Because it's like Nightmare, I believe, I think 19 and 20 and 17 and 18 both have Nightmare, don't they? I believe they do. They do. Both of them do. So, like, if Perfect Cell had Nightmare instead, that would be huge for this guy. All right, so let's go ahead and get this turn right here. So we got a good amount of support. Oh, one other link I want to highlight right here. This is one of the best links in the game. It is Ultimate Life Form, which is this one right here. This is one of the best links in the game. This is 2 key, 3% HP regeneration, and 10% attack and defense. Again, one of the best links in the game. So it's like, if we could pair this up, that's why if either of these guys, either one gets their EZA, it's a huge buff to Cell. Huge buff. Cell really is going to be nasty with another character. Again, 2 key, 3% HP regeneration, 10% attack and defense. That's a monster of a link. All right, let's get this attack set, and then we'll go fight the Shadow Dragons. I'll probably bring in LR Cell, right? And he probably can perform at least capable against the Shadow Dragons. So there we are at a 10 million attack set right there. Right, definitely able to get some really nasty numbers out of Cell. He can look very good. Alright guys, let's go ahead and test out our boy Cell in the red zone. I mean, I've done by this point a ton of videos and stuff like that on Cell, taking him into red zone, taking him into various situations. So this is going to be another opportunity for us to dominate. We have a very bad, not exactly what I consider... this is funny. You know, they're very, very hilarious, this opening rotation we got right here. We could get demolished. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get demolished right here. If he supers right away, yeah. There was nothing we could do there. That was just, you enter the stage and we're cocked. This could be good though, because are we going to transform? I think we could potentially transform right here with Int Cell. Is Int Cell in the second rotation? I don't think the first form Cells... There's only 2 hits. He's in slot 7, of course. Yeah, and getting under 30% HP is not exactly the easiest. All right, 6 million right there. Again, that's not really the craziest. What a terrible opening rotation. Okay, we're at double digits right here. This Cell might take a little bit of damage. But I don't think it'll be enough for us to die, because he doesn't have links activated. Still double digits. Okay. Not bad. Oh, boy. You do a beam super attack, huh? I guess we'll just do this. We'll just do this. Let's just show the power of the god droids, the androids right here. I would love to transform with Int Cell. We were close. I could have potentially swung that in a way where we could have gotten Int Cell out if we had taken more damage. Nope, bitch. Sorry, that doesn't work against them. That does not work against them. Goodbye, you stupid lizard. God, they're good. Oh, hey, man. The thing about Cell is he pushed my agenda of making the tech androids look good. So you know what? Dude, fuck Goku and Gohan. Because Cell pushes my androids agenda even further anyway. So I win. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I did do the 200% leader skill video on the tech androids already. I am going to do one on 19 and 20 as well. Probably like second form Cell. There's a lot of... May has got to be the time of me grinding out 200% videos for a lot of characters. We got to get a lot of these up. All right, so we're not going to be past this Haze. I think this is Haze Shenron. We're not past him quite yet. Remember that pretty much our biggest damage dealer on the team is Cell once he goes into perfect form. And we do have a number of Cell characters who will help this be more of a reality too. Damn. I guess I probably shouldn't really... I shouldn't test Haze, should I? Maybe I could do this. I don't think he would one-shot us. If we take a lot of damage, we could transform into Perfect Cell. Let's try it. I really, if I'm bringing in Cell, I really would like to... Alright, yeah, you're just not going to do anything. Okay. I really would like to get him transformed as quickly as possible, right? But it's alright. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't really... There's not really rotations in particular that I'm going to try and have. Let me go ahead and take a look real fast. If this unit is at link level 10? Yes? Oh, the Bulma support memory kicks in, which is going to heal us. I mean, this doesn't even matter. We were basically at full health, right? So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of our boy Cell right here. Cell is a damn good unit, though. Yeah, that's... Damn. Come on. I do want Cell to get this super attack off. Wow, okay. I guess we'll do this. We'll put the androids in slot 1. I want this Cell to get his super attack off, though, because I would like to get him his attack stack. But we'll see if we're going to be able to get it done. I think we should be fine. We're probably going to pretty easily win this, too. Like, I don't think we're going to struggle to win this. This team is just outright too good, right? Like, I think all these android characters together, I mean, it makes a ton of sense, because if we look at the team we're running, the only unit that hasn't come out in the last 8 months is in LR Cell. All these other characters have come out within that time frame. It's not surprising with the Dragon Ball superhero movie coming up, right? Which is going to have, you know, androids we know as the villains. So it makes a ton of sense that, you know, we're going to be getting, like, tons of android buffs to sort of power this up and look like this, right? All right, so now we're going to go into Perfect Cell. Let's see our boy Perfect Cell just go ahead and absolutely just dominate, intimidate, do anything. If we take a lot of damage at some point, we also could use Cell's Rage Mode. I definitely do want to get Cell's Rage Mode at least once in the video here. So if we fall below 50% HP, we can trigger it. I've found Cell to have the best Giant Form Rage Mode in the game by far. I don't even think there's a discussion or any other unit even within the realm of his. Because Cell does guaranteed crits in his Rage Mode, and he's getting 2 ki at the start of turn, which is very helpful. I actually wouldn't have minded a super attack on Perfect Cell right there. That would have been pretty good. Because, again, I'd love to get Perfect Cell to transform. Cell, unfortunately, is not... That Int Cell's not really that good, but... we can piece it together in a stage that's not like Omega or Broly, right? Yeah, we'll just keep going here. We're moving very slow through this event so far. It's again, remember that Perfect Cell is a huge source of our damage, right? So like him being able to actually like go crazy would allow us to sort of get through this much faster. Interesting that is not a beam super attack, by the way. I almost want to look this Shadow Dragon up. What is that? That's not a beam super? Like, that's so weird, right? Our HP's above 35%, so the androids could nullify it if you could. But apparently that's not a beam super attack. I've never used this Shenron because he's just a rare. I don't know. I mean, on the wiki it says it's a beam attack, but I'd have to. I think I do have him in my box now. I'd have to double check. But apparently that's not a beam that he does. Or maybe you can't nullify it. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. All right, this is an interesting turn. So we're looking. Yeah, dude, look at the difference. What are we at? This is 79%. Yeah, the bigger difference between their defense is not the extra 21% in the hidden potential system. It's big bad bosses being activated, right? That's basically what that is. I bet you we could one-turn Oceanus right here pretty easily with the triple perfect cell rotation right here. She's probably done so. Now, remember that Cell, as we're going through this event now, Cell's got the 35% chance to crit and 35% chance to dodge unlocked, right? So we're probably going to be seeing Cell do an awful lot of dodging. He only super attacked once, but he's still eating only double digits. Remember that Cell gets an extra 50% attack and defense when he does a super attack, and then he's getting 30% attack and defense on his super attack effect. By the way, Cell has a high chance of launching an additional super, so we got a little bit unlucky with the first Cell that he didn't additional super, basically. But this Cell, go ahead and will. The amount of times I've seen Cell triple super, it's pretty common. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty common to see this dude do, like, triple super attacks, by the way. With the sort of built-in additionals. And that's the thing, right? Like, the reason, I've said a lot that I think, whatchamacallit, that, like, Majin Vegeta's damage is very unimpressive, right? And my sort of, one of my big arguments or reasonings for that is that Majin Vegeta will do, like, just this, like, 6 million attack stat, not too impressive. But then he doesn't have the additionals and the crits built in, right? Then you look at Cell. Cell is a unit who's doing a lot of 9 and 10 million attack stats with the right partners anyway. But then he's also got the 35% chance to crit and the 50% chance to additional. If you look at a lot of the top tier powerful units in the game these days that are doing a lot of damage, it's mostly characters that have built-in additional attacks. Think of Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Think of the 7th anniversary LRs, right? You go through a lot of characters like that. Those are the ones who are doing, like, the most damage in the game. Is these characters that are brushing off just a bunch of super attacks. That's why LR SCR Broly was so crazy when he came out. It's why, like, Videl was so crazy when she came out, too. Like, additionals are just, like, such a powerful effect. I cannot believe how slow we're going through this event right here. Like, I need just my boy Cell to just put the team on his back and, like, drop a triple super, please. Like, can we do that? I would prefer not to get the Dokkan attack right here, but we'll see what's going to happen. Yeah, we're not going to get the Dokkan attack right here. Hopefully we can get a bajillion orbs for the androids. Hopefully Cell will continue to sort of dodge as we're going through the event right here. Yeah, there's a 10 million spot right there. And we could have had it even higher, too, if we had put Cell in the middle slot, but Oceanus didn't really have a ton of health left. Alright, so you are int, huh? Alright, this is... I think what we'll do is we'll do this. We're going to give this Cell the Dokkan attack. Our androids aren't able to get 8 orbs, so that's unfortunate. But I believe this Shadow Dragon does do... He does the Kamehameha, right? So, we don't have to worry about the tech androids, even though we didn't get them 8 orbs. Because remember that the tech androids, they get a massive defensive increase once they hit 8 orbs. If we beat this entire, like, Shadow Dragon stage without falling below 50% HP to activate Cell's Rage Mode, I'll probably hop into one more event once we can activate it. And then see what our boy looks like with that Rage Mode. I do want to get that in this video. And I have found it to be very effective and very helpful in difficult content in Red Zone, right? Like, I've used his Rage Mode to help me get through, like, AoE Broly, you know, one of the most difficult and cheap stages in the game. So it's like Cell Cell is just a great character, right, who's working well in this sort of like, you know, 2022 post 7th anniversary insanely power creeped meta. Cell is like standing with these units and looks very, very good, right? All right, here we go. Here's the turn. Now let's let Big Daddy go crazy right here. Come on, Cell. This is a perfect turn for a triple super right here. Triple super, triple crit. Let's go ahead and finish off this Shadow Dragon. Get those dodges in right there, right? Make yourself look good. A lot of people have agreed it's weird. Cell dodges so much. It feels higher than 35%. He dodges a lot. There we go. Yup, then we additional super attack. One more, and it'll be over 10 million with barely any support. Oh, well, he just killed him. Because remember, Cell could triple super attack, and those androids, they give, I think it's 18% attack and 34% defense against an extreme class enemy, something like that. We do want to be a bit cautious here. Nova is actually pretty tough. Nova Shenron here. So we do want to be a little bit cautious. Not really a great turn for the androids right there. Yeah, look how much damage he's doing. This is going to activate Big Bad Bosses, though. I don't know if it's up. It's better that Cell eats us. This might do a lot of damage. Oh, that's beautiful. Perfect. I don't think... Oh, damn it. Please link level your friends. I should have checked that this guy was link level. Like, a 1 dupe perfect Cell link level 10 is probably better than like a 2 dupe perfect Cell link level 3s and 4s, right? I don't understand. Like, you're gonna put that friend, like, it's not like Cell came out yesterday, bruh. I could get a unit to full level 5 links in like 30 minutes or less than an hour or something. I don't know, like an hour or something. And it's like, dude, it's been a week and a half or something since these units came out, right? Come on, man. The trolls on the friends list, man. This is crazy. Yeah, it's been 10 days, man, since Cell came out. I gotta take a look at these links. That damage was way too little, man. What are we rocking? It's like 4s and stuff? Bruh, this is like 4 runs. Right? Like, God. A friend system. What a fun system it is. Alright, we can do this. It's absolutely insane how powerful the Android team is. Like, I'm thinking about it, and it's like, I could put 19 and 20 in slot 1, right? If Nova wants super attack, they'll just eat it. Yeah, have fun. Alright, we could... So, Nova, I think Nova's super attack damage is somewhere in the range of, like, 1 million or something like that. Nova hits really hard right here. If Cell would, like, triple super, he could probably double-digit tank it. If Int LR Cell gets supered, though, we could die. I think we could potentially just get one shot right here if Cell eats a super attack. Yeah. Are you serious? Okay. Yeah, Int LR Cell's not exactly good. He is not good. He, you know, it's just power creep, man. It's been years since he's come out. Right? Like, that's exactly it, right? Like, I bring one of these shitty cells, and we get destroyed on him. Come on. Okay. I mean, we saw the AGL Perfect Cell. He was going crazy, though. Like, we see how good he is. Let me get the Rage mode to activate. I want to do that. I want to get the Rage mode in here. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, guys. We'll be able to play. What's crazy about this is I just wanted to get AGL Cell's active skill in here. We'll actually be able to use Int Cell. Int Cell has got one of the rarest active skills since his release, for sure. We'll use Int Cell's active skill first, and we'll use AGL Cell's active skill. We'll go ahead and we'll see some attacks and stuff like that, and then we'll finish up. So let's go ahead and play these. Again, this Int Cell active, this is a rare one right here. Alright, so now that Cell has transformed right here, we get an additional 2 key. and then he gets guaranteed crits. I think that's actually a very powerful effect for this Cell. Guaranteed crits is going to allow him to put up a lot of damage, man. I think that is a very good way for them to handle giant or rage forms moving forward. Giving them guaranteed crits. I really, really, really like that a lot. So, let me know what you guys think about the Cell. I think Cell is definitely one of the best units in the game. I think he's ridiculously powerful. He's going to be good in a lot of different situations. I do think potentially in difficult content stages, first and second form Cell potentially could be not that impressive. But Perfect Cell is just ridiculous with how powerful he is. So, let me know what you guys think of our boy Perfect Cell. Full level 10 links, AGL Cell. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.